How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be debuting the 87 overall prospect Michael Kopech. This card is really good. He has the outlier quirk, which allows him to throw consistently over 100 miles an hour. So that's the biggest thing about this card, as well as he does have a really good speed differential. He has 5 pitches. There's a 102 fastball. I'm going to be taking you guys through a few of these very first initial at-bats. This is also going to be my first game on Hall of Fame difficulty. I'm currently at about 745 rating, 750, right in that range. And I'm also working on the first inning program still. I haven't really completed too much of that grinding offline, so I want to go ahead and do that. Well, I guess it's still technically online, but it's not against another player head-to-head in ranked season. So I need to complete some of the missions, as well as Showdown and the Conquest mode involving first inning program, and I should be able to complete that. But anyway, we do have Michael Kopech on the mound. This card is really good. I wanted to get him because he's about 36,000 stubs, 34,000, and then his buy now was about 38,000, and it went up a little bit over time. It's gone up because people have realized how much his fastball moves, as well as how fast it is on some of these harder difficulties. And we're also facing 99 overall Corey Kluber. So this card I have faced about 4 or 5 times now, and he's really difficult to hit. This card is extremely tough. There I struck out on a sinker inside. First at bat on Hall of Fame, that was definitely an ugly one. I was late on it. I mean, it was tough to pick up some of these pitches early on in this game so far. I mean, I went 3 up, 3 down. I've been able to get every out so far. Leading up to this point, we have Matt Olson. We're facing him. This card's always really good. This dude, his live series, his Face of the Franchise Diamond is really good. We went with the fastball away, and he smacked it to the opposite field. I had a chance to rob that one with Mike Trout. I missed it, though. I had a pretty good chance there, just didn't quite get the hang time, and he didn't make the play. Didn't quite get the right animation or time it 100% correct. I like the skill gap on defense. I think it's kind of interesting, the plays that you can get, some of the glitches out in the outfield. But in terms of robbing home runs, there I'm 1 for 2, I would say. I'm 1 for 2. I got the one with Buxton. Here's a strikeout. Pablo Sanchez making the play, even though his blocking attribute's kind of low. He does have the arm strength on that 85 diamond cap. But line drive to Mickey Mantle, I got a little bit lucky there, but I did put Mickey Mantle back into the lineup. That way I could also use Joey Gallo at third base. I was using Josh Donaldson, but I figured because I'd be playing on Hall of Fame, I wanted to go back to better defense, more speed out in the outfield, just in case. But here we get something going. Bottom of the second inning, multiple hits in a row, including a walk. So we have the bases loaded, nobody out. This is a big-time opportunity. I have Byron Buxton up at the plate, not the best hitter. A 2-2 count. That was a really good slurve on the outside corner. Struck me out. And then a terrible pitch I tried to check swing at, also struck out. So did not score in that last inning. That's a terrible opportunity gone to waste, but it is what it is. I have to move on. It's already the third inning. It's only the third inning, so even though the game's kind of moving a little bit quickly, because based on what's happened, I mean, I went up 3 up, 3 down in the first inning, got bases loaded, didn't score a run. Now he hit a home run to tie it, so this is big. So even though I have not really gotten anything going up until this point, I've strung together a few base hits, but didn't score anything. We get 1 run right there. We have more hits than him. He has only 1 hit, and it was a solo shot. Joey Gallo going back-to-back with Pablo Sanchez. That's a solid 1-2 punch right there. 2 and 3 in the lineup. But now he went ahead and paused it to get that scoreboard back in the bottom right corner. Anyway, top of the 4th inning, he led this inning off with a base hit. Joe Adell strikes out. This guy has a really good team. He's got a good amount of diamonds. He has that Battle Royale 12-0 Joe Adell. Anyway, Matt Olson, line drive to right field. Unlucky for the opponent. That was a good squared up hit. That was a solid hit. Could have easily been a 2-run shot. We're facing Tatis. I'm going with the 2-seam inside. I'm trying to see that movement there. He didn't go for it. It's 0-2. Now it's 1-2, so that was a good take by the opponent. 90-something mile an hour. How fast is that? 97. He gets it up there. 98 mile an hour 2-seam. I'm going right back to it. This one will probably be a little slower since it is low in the zone. 95, but we get the strikeout. Now we have Gleyber Torres. I'm also debuting Gleyber Torres. Probably should have mentioned that earlier in the video, but he is getting a base knock. He already had a base knock earlier in the game. but I wasn't able to capitalize. So I need to score right here, right now. Byron Buxton coming up to the plate, and this time I was ready for that slurve, low and away. He went right back to it, smacked it up the middle. Got me to strike out on the first one. Second at bat, I went right up the middle. Now, Mickey Mantle up once again, and I completely blew this opportunity once again. Double play. I swung at a bad pitch, cutter on the inside corner. If that's a fastball, I'm all over it. I thought it was a fastball down the middle. I thought he missed location. But now we're back to pitching. Michael Kopech on the mound, 2-1 ball game. He does not have the most stamina. I believe it's like 84 for his stamina attribute. He's at 56 pitches right now, so I'm looking to get him into the 6th inning at least. He already has 2 down. He's been able to have quite a few strikeouts. I try to get him to chase right there. But this opponent's definitely a good hitter. He is also in the 700, so he's been pretty successful in ranked seasons. And we get him to chase it. Gleyber Torres bobbles that one. Bronze fielding at second base in his secondary position for that face of the franchise, Gleyber Torres. But he makes the play. This card is pretty good. I would say Michael Kopech will be tough to use on All-Star or below against a pretty good player. But I would say on Hall of Fame or Legend, this card's going to be really good. I mean, throwing that 101, throwing that 102, along with that curveball that comes in 78 miles an hour. I didn't really throw it too much because I didn't want to accidentally hang one. There's kind of a hanging slider. He missed it. Anyway, Corey Kluber did get a base hit against Michael Kopech in this inning. But going with the fastball. 102 inside on the hands. This card throws absolute gas. We almost have maxed out confidence. We just need to get this strikeout right here, and we will have maxed out confidence. So I might actually extend him for one more inning, even though he is low on stamina. He does only have that 84, so he is going to throw about 70 pitches and be pretty tired. He'll go into the yellow in terms of his energy bar, and that's when pitchers are more likely to get hit. Here in this situation, I'm not normally going to lay down a bunt, but in a 2-1 game, I figured it was the right thing to do. I already struck out with Byron Buxton. I'm trying to get these runs in, and Mickey Mantle comes up in the clutch with the bases clearing double. So I felt like I made the right decision. Still only have that one out on that sacrifice bunt, but I didn't want to hit into another double play. I didn't want to strike out and have a wasted out. I had the pitcher spot coming up next, so that was already going to be a wasted out. Then I could actually keep the pitcher in for another inning, and it turns out that he's going to quit after Mike Trout hits a home run. So I did get that final base hit, unlocked Curtis Granderson. So there's a diamond. I also was able to complete the team affinity for the Yankees, so I should have a couple of those packs. I'm also going to include a clip from completing the first inning showdown towards the end of this video. I also pulled a diamond field, Sportsman Park. I'm not quite going to keep that. I'm not going to use that field, so I'll go ahead and sell it. It's about 2,000 stubs, but all these stubs will add up. There we got a Terrence Gore common, so that's a good card for the event, let's say, but I might try and get into the event in a little bit here. Anyway, we are pulling some packs here. Byron Buxton out of a silver pack. Team Affinity packs. These are free as you complete the Team Affinity. I completed the Yankees, so I have a Yankees pack that will include 2 silvers and 2 bronze cards, but there is another silver right there. These packs are pretty good because they give you cards that you can sell. The Team Affinity cards that have the team logo, those cards are not sellable. Here's a diamond. There's a diamond pull right there. National League center fielder. I already pulled the American League center fielder, Mike Trout. Let's see who this guy is right here. Reveal player, Ronald Acuna. That is a solid pull right there. 50,000, right about 50,000 stubs. Maybe he was going for 60K. I'm not sure. Let's take a look at what his price was. 45K at the sell now. So I would say around 50,000, 51,000 is a good price to sell him. I'm actually going to go ahead and sell this card. That's a solid pull. I also tweeted this pull out. I figured I would just post up the highlights. But now we're hopping into some showdown gameplay. I'm going up against Kenley Jansen. This is the first inning showdown. We have 14 runs. We're going up against the final boss mission. For whatever reason, it didn't give me Roy Oswalt. The first couple times I tried this, it gave me Roy Oswalt. I completed each and every step. I decided not to skip to the end. So I was able to get a 14-run head start or 13-run head start, something like that. And we're going to go ahead and win that. So that's going to give us 70 program stars. I should be at over 200, which is also going to unlock a few more packs. So I'll have that in the video as well. Carlos Correa hit a home run right there. That showdown was pretty easy. I felt like skipping all the way to the end was a little bit more challenging, playing on All-Star down by 15 runs or so and trying to take the lead against a pretty good pitcher, Roy Oswalt, Kenley Jansen, whoever they gave you, Walker Buehler, different guys like that. But I wanted to complete it so that way I would have enough program stars to get to 300 to unlock that boss. I don't know if I'll keep that Roy Oswalt. I want to pick that card, though, the 93 overall pitcher. Here I'm going to go ahead and take Brian Roberts, the new legend, back into MLB The Show. But anyway, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to keep Roy Oswalt simply because he has low hits and Ks per 9. His control's really good, but he has low hits and Ks per 9, so he might get lit up on the harder difficulties, even though he has pretty good pitches. I'm not quite sure, but this is the squad that we're rocking with right now. This is the team I'm going to be using up until World Series. I think I'm going to try to get these guys some World Series rings, and hopefully I can make it into that division. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I have 74K, 75K stubs to spend. I'm going to be waiting until they release a couple good cards. Peace out, everybody.